بديت تسجيل؟ ممتاز. Yes, you can start, brother Hassan.
Okay, brothers. Okay, so brothers, before that, before we get started, I want to tell you that before this HR, we had a lot of functionalities in our Bnodi, and Alhamdulillah, now we have the HR module. All right. So it is a very user-friendly and a very easy module, HR. Anybody with some information and know-how can operate this HR. We have made it very easy. All right.
Yes.
So you can see these are the configurations. We have simple 4 to 5 or 6 modules in HR, which is the configurations, which is the general, employees, payroll, 2 payroll options, the service transactions, the vacations, and the directory. We will start from the configurations. Okay, so brothers, let's have it in our mind. Our configurations are just as a lookup or the forms that we just need to add the names. First one is the nationalities. We will open the nationalities. And you can see we have to add all the nationalities we can face. It can be all the world nationalities, just like the American, just like the Saudi, just like the Egyptian, just like the Pakistani, just like the Canadian. So we can add all of them by just one click on plus button, and we have to add the name of that. Very simple.
So it's not predefined. We can add whatever.
Yeah, you can add whatever you want, and if you will say that we do not need to add that by manually, so we will add them by default, all the countries.
Yes, this is because they are fixed. No way they change. Why do we involve user in entering nationality?
Or maybe they have multiple names for the same nationality.
Yes, it will be a trouble. So that I think we should prepare all nationalities for users, and they do not have to enter to this screen at all.
All right, so I am adding it as a point. Nationalities should be by default.
By default, and it should be hidden from the user.
All right, it should be restricted. The client should not change it, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is a general form which is for the nationality, and after that we have the religions. As religion, just like the nationalities, we can add the religions as well by our own hands, just one click away. Just like this, we can add any religion, ABC or XYZ, any religion you want to add, you can add that. All right.
ندخل اليوزر نجيب لنا وجه راس.
بس كيف
بريديفايند الاديان والجنسيات والمدن هي موجوده. والمدن كلها
هذه كيف تصير مفيده ترى. مثلا اجازات رمضان دوام رمضان تختلف بين المسلم
تستخدم هناك.
ايه بس انها موجوده اوريدي.
This lookup also, brother Hassan, is a fixed thing that the user doesn't have to enter because the religion is a predefined list.
Yes, I have also added it as a point that the religions, all the possible religions should be added by default. And client should not have to change it.
Yes, and whenever there is a new religion come, we will send it to you.
Okay, inshallah, we will also add that from the back end, and the client will not be able to change it in the future. Okay, so should I move to next option?
Yes, move.
Okay, so another option we have is the locations. Same as the other configurations, we have the locations, and in locations you can add any city because you know that we have a lot of countries in our world, and a lot of countries are containing a lot of cities, right? So
Yes.
we can also add by plus button any city or any location name. Okay, and this is the area as well. If you want to add just like you have added here, just like there is Khobar, Riyadh or Dammam, and you want to add the area of Riyadh. Area means any place, any street, any area, right? So if you want to add any area of Riyadh, so you can go to the area, you can create a new one. You can select from here, which is the Riyadh, and you can add the name as well, which can be street number 13 and building number XYZ. So you can add that area as well.
Maybe this we can call it area is a little bit confusing. Maybe you can call it Hay or district or address.
Yes, it can be the address. It can be the exact area or the exact address of any city. Right?
Okay, good. This is generic name. Good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so after that, after the locations, we have the branches. In branches, you can add the branches of any city, just like we are dealing with the locations Riyadh. So it can be possible that we can have a lot of branches in Riyadh. It can be possible.
Okay.
So we will add just as I have added the Riyadh branch 1, the Khobar branch 1, the Khobar branch 2. So we can also add the Riyadh building number 3 and street number XYZ branch number this, and Riyadh another branch. So we can add multiple of branches for the same location here. Just clicking on this plus button, we will add the location name, which is the branch name as well, which can be the Riyadh branch number 4. And we just need to save it. Also, we can add the Arabic name of that.
Is there any link, Hassan? Is there any link between this form or table and the Bnodi system itself? Like, for example, if I have a restaurant with 3 branches, or not yet?
Yes, okay, but this is actually we are dealing here. It is the HR. It will be applicable to our Bnodi ERP as well, because it is added here in HR. This is all the finance portion of our Bnodi ERP. The other are same, but we have added the HR. As you know, any company has a separate HR system, HR team, the management persons, the management team. So this is the HR. You can add here all the branches of your company.
Okay. Okay. Continue.
No problem for that, because it is generating the salaries, it is generating the attendance record system. So it is working beside the ERP working.
Very good.
Okay, so HR has some different point of view regarding the procurement or the finance. So it has a little bit different module for that. All right. After that, the branches has been done, and we have the departments. And departments, as you know, most of the companies have different departments in that. Some of the departments have are the management department, some of the admin department, which is the administration department. Some of the departments are the IT department, some of the purchasing, some of the sales, some of the HR, and many of them can be departments of one company. All right, you can add multiple any department by your own decide. It is easy to add your own desired department name. Okay.
Okay.
And after that, the departments, you can also add the designations. As you know, in companies, if we have different departments, so definitely we will have different designations as well. If one department is having administration officer, one is having the IT administrator, one will have the marketing executive, one will have marketing agent. So they are different designations, right?
Very clear. Yes, yes.
One can be the senior software engineer, one can be the SQA, one can be the network engineer, and also we can.
محاسبين.
ما هو الموظف مدخل اول محاسبين وهو دخل اول اي تي ولا اي تي
هنا مسميات بس ما بعد.
هذه اداره الاي تي، ديبارتمنت الاداره، وهنا مسمى الوظيفه او مسمى الوظيفه.
Okay, continue, brother.
All right, and also you can add the Arabic name of them by just clicking on this button, right? When you will create a new one here, and you will add the Arabic name of that. It is possible to add here the Arabic name as well, and you can just make a save for that. All right.
All right.
So after the designations, we have the grades. So it is also a very simple form as well. As you all know, brothers, every designation have a different grade. For example, one person is doing a job as a grade 1 officer, one is doing the same job but has a more experience of 5 or 10 years. He will be an officer of grade 2. So every person with his experience and with his job has different grades. Most likely in the government jobs, you know, as we can say in some countries, it can be the BPS 15, BPS 16, BPS 17 or 18. So these grades are the grades which grow up with the time and the experience of the same designation. One senior software engineer, let's suppose one senior software engineer is having 10 years of experience and his grade is 17. Also, we have a senior software engineer which is having only 5 years experience, and he will have the BPS 15, for example. So he is having the same designation of the senior software engineer, but his grade is below, right? So we categorize our grades. Is that understandable, brothers?
واضح. الرتب ولا المراتب الوظيفية ولا الدرجات هذه كلها ترى عرفتوا يعتمد بجهات الحكومية أحيانا مراتب وظيفية، في شيء اسمه رتب، في درجات وظيفية. كثير يا
Okay, so our grades are clear now, and after that we have the asset types. As all the companies have their own assets. For example, one company most likely having its own building, its laptops, its computer systems, its vehicles, which can include the trucks or the cars as well, and also the air conditionings. So these are all the assets of the company. So we will just add the name of them. Just add the name of them, okay? Any, the asset can be any, computer systems as well.
إدارة الأصول ممتازة.
لازم تربطها بالموظف، والموظف هذا عنده اللابتوب كذا.
وربطها بالأصول الثابتة اللي عندنا. يعني كم سيارة عندنا، كم يفترض لنا شوي. إذا سألوكم عن أصول ثابتة يفترض أنه موجود. Yes, continue, brother.
Okay, so the first portion, which was the configuration, is clear now, and after that we will move to the general. And in the general, we have the first option, which is the official document. So in official document, just have an example. An HR manager is using this HR module in his office. All right. And an employee is coming to his counter and saying that I want the application form. Could you please make a print of the application form? I want to fill it and I want to give it to the director. All right, so we can upload the documents just like the company official documents of the application form. It can be fund form. So it can be any official document of your company. You just need to upload it, and anytime you can download it and you can make a print of that. You can download it.
هذا مركز الوثائق. يعني مثلا أي وثيقة عندك تبغى تحتفظ فيها، وإذا جو الموظفين تطبعها لهم وتعطيهم إياها، تسوي لها سكان وترفعها هنا.
أي وثيقة،
عقود عمل، نماذج إجازات، العهد اللي عندنا هذه ممكن نرفعها هنا. عرفت؟ فكل الوثائق اللي عندنا في المؤسسة نبغى نحفظها وبعدين يطلبها أحد ونعطيها إياه، نسوي لها هنا ويصنفها المسؤول حق الإجراء. مركز وثائق اسمه.
Continue.
Okay, continue.
Okay. So after that, the second option is the salary tax level. As we have studied that in Saudi Arabia, there is no salary tax there, right, brothers?
Yes.
Okay, so we will hide it, and if in the future it will be needed, so we will unhide it from our HR.
Inshallah, we didn't make
Okay,
it.
leave it if someone wants to.
There is another type. It's not tax, but it is اللي هي التأمينات.
Insurance.
Like the insurance, which is deducted every month from the salaries. It is applicable.
Okay, so it can be added to as our allowances or as a deduction. So we can add it as a deduction. We will discuss it further in our session today.
Okay, great.
All right. So, and after that, we have third column, we have employees. So the first option is the employee info. You just need to click on the employee info. So basically, this form has the functionality to add the employee. You can add an employee after going to this option in employee info. Before creating an employee, I want to tell you one more thing, that before creating an employee, we have to add a pay group. Which pay group will be applied to our employee, right? Because as we know that we have different pay groups. So we need to add a pay group in this pay group. All brothers, you can see this is the option which is the payroll, and we have the first option which is the pay group. So we will go to the pay group, and we can add the pay group as well here. Just like I have added pay group 1, it can be pay group Riyadh company. And also we can add the Arabic name as well, and you just need to save it. And it will be available in our employee info. This is our pay group. And now we are going to create our employee. This is the employee info. As you can see, we have 483 employees. I created 2 previous employees, and these are these 2 employees, Hassan and Hamza. You can view this employee, and let's discuss about this functionality of this employee info. So when we are creating this employee, we just need to add a new one. We will add the name, add the father name, and we will add the gender. We'll add the religions. We'll add the nationality.
Sorry,
Yes, brother.
Why do you need the pay group?
Pay group, actually, we have some different pay groups, just like one employee is getting the salary as higher than the other employees. So we create some pay groups to attach that to specific employees. Some are not giving the deduction, some are giving the deduction, some are not getting the allowance structure. We will discuss it in other forms, inshallah, brothers.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we will add all the necessary information of the employee here, the CNIC, the date of birth, the birthplace, and all the information. First one will be the basic information. Second one will be the employee information. And inshallah, after that, we will add the functionality to add the image of the employee. And we will see the image as well of the employee. All right, brothers?
Yes.
So this is the employee information. And first option is the contract, which is the job type. So we will, let me show you, we will attach it like if this employee is working as a contract, if he is permanent, or he is internee. So we will make it as a contract. He is working in branch 1, as we have made like these all the branches. So I will add the Riyadh branch 1, the department as we have made in the configuration. These are all the departments. He is working in the IT department. If he is fresh in experience, so we will add 0. His education, his designation, as we have made all the designations. You remember, all brothers? So we'll add the designation as well. And this is the status.
Is now
Yes,
HR available? Is it live, HR?
Yes, Alhamdulillah, it is live. Yes, it is live with this link. Yes, I will leave the link.
customers.
Yeah.
Can we use
I
it
will.
for office now?
Actually, we have to hide one or two forms, and we will add some of the strings which are having some wrong spelling. So we will need one day more to modify it for more. You can say good working.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah,
but
it is working fine.
yeah.
It is having, Alhamdulillah, everything is okay. But we need to give it a final touch up. All right, but I will give the password, ID, and the link to you, brothers. You can use it for your further. And inshallah, if yes, brother.
Yes, we will test it, of course. But when we can
Yeah.
when we can start offering it to our customers.
Yes, inshallah, I will try to give you the password, the ID, and the link as well as soon as possible.
Hassan, I'm saying when we can start offering it to our customers.
Inshallah, in 2 or 3 days, it will be easy to give the demonstration to all our customers.
No, but is it in a good shape so that we offer it directly and for the customers?
Brothers, you are talking about for today or tomorrow?
I'm saying now, as it is today, how long do you think you will need to have it in its final shape so that we can go to customers and say it is ready, you can use it?
Yes, but I will say that we need to think one day more, and we need to give it a final touch-up only, just for the final touch-up of the strings.
Great. Let us continue. Great, Hassan.
Okay, so this is the status. You can add the status as well. He is working, he is on a vacation, he is terminated, he is retired, clear, resigned, or EOSB. As you know, all the EOSB, the ending of the service benefits. So you can add the status of this, your employee. Okay, so he is working, so you will add the status on working. On which date he has joined the office, you will add the joining date as well. This is just grade, as we have defined the grades.
Yes.
So we will add the grades as well. If this person is of grade 1, you will add the grade 1 because we have added it. And this is the pay group. As we have created the pay group, you all brothers remember, so we will add the pay group as well. After that, we have the contact information. You will add the contact information, the basic, which is the address, city, the area. All right. The number, the email addresses. You can also add the emergency contact for this employee. After that, this is the option for certificates. If you want to upload the PDF or image files of this employee, just like his certificates, his diploma, his degree, his transcript, just like this. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now we have created an employee in our system, in our HR system. All right. After that, we have an option which is the weekend structure. You can see here in the vacations, we have weekend structure. As you all know, brothers, different departments or different companies have different weekend structures. Beside the government weekend structure, companies have their own weekend structure. Some of them are giving Friday or Saturday off holidays. Some of them are giving the Saturday or Sunday holiday. So it depends on the company and the department that which weekdays are on and which weekdays are off. So we will go to the weekend structure.
هذا تعديل الويكند، يعني يقول لك في شركات يكون عندهم عمل يومين، عمل يوم، يمكن في ادارات معينه مثلا اللي شغالين بالتشغيل تكون مثلا اجازه اربعاء او خميس على حسب، فهنا يعدل الويكند. Carry on, Hassan.
Okay. So you can see there we have created two structures of the weekend. You can view it like this, and you can see that this is like this, means if it is off, it means that this day is a holiday. This day is not a holiday. If it is like this, it means that Sunday and Saturday is the holiday. The rest of the days are weekdays, the working days. All right.
Okay.
Let's have an example. I have, for example, the person is having 3 departments in his company, all right, and he is saying that one department will come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So he will create a employee dependence or the weekend structure for the employee. He will create the weekend structure, and he will create the holidays according to the departments. He will create the structures.
structure
All right.
هذا
كيف عبد الله؟
الستركشر هذا يعني نعمل بس الاي تي او زي كذا
على حسب انا بقول لك just a second.
Yes, brother.
Go back please. Go back to the one structure. يعني هنا go the structure of the weekends.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Just click anywhere, any one of the structures. يعني هنا تقدر
Like this.
اقدر اكريت مثلا عندي الاي تي ولا
Create. Okay, create new.
Yeah, keep it here please. Yeah.
مثلا عندي الاي تي
You can create this like IT department.
داوم 6 ايام في الاسبوع.
ايوه تقدر let me just explain it الان. انت تقدر هنا تسوي اي عدد من الستراكشرز حقت الويكند. افرض انه انت عندك في الشركه 10 ديبارتمنتس، في شركات كبيره يكون عندهم مثلا اداره التركيبات، مثلا تركيب الشبكات وكذا، يحتاج انه يجي مثلا بالويكند، فانت تسوي له ستراكشر هنا بحيث انك تكون الويكند حقته مثلا تخليها الاحد والاثنين ويجي داوم الخميس والجمعه. هذه ميزتها.
طيب هذا بس كقسم كامل كاي تي ديبارتمنت. مثلا انا معايا انا الاي تي وعبد الرزاق اي تي، عبد الرزاق اجازه الجمعه انا اجازه السبت. احنا كاي تي يعني بس لازم نداوم كل ايام الاسبوع 7 ايام.
كذا تسوي تو ستراكشرز، مثلا تسمي واحده اي تي 1 وواحده اي تي 2. اذا عندك مثلا 10 موظفين يشتغلون معاك التوقيت حقك و10 يشتغلون مع عبد الرزاق، تسوي ثنتين، واحده تسميها اي تي 1 وواحده اي تي 2.
طيب الستراكشر هذا ليش ما يجيبهاش باي ديفولت؟ احنا معرفين فوق الاي تي والاتش ار، هو كتبها كتاب.
انت مدخلها من قبل، انت حاط الديبارتمنت.
لا هو كتبها كتاب يعني ما استدعاها من احنا سويناها.
لا هو حسن ديبارتمنت. Is it reading from a predefined list the structure name? No, structure name. لا هو عرفها structure name الآن.
أنا شفته كتبها كتاب الآن. مستر حسن.
Yes, brother.
إذا فيها أسئلة نسأل.
كل ديبارتمنت تقدر تعرف أكثر من structure، ما عندك مشكلة.
إحنا أي عدد من structure
ما في مشكلة. كل ديبارتمنت في احيانا الناس دوام ليل الناس دوام نهار، تعرف تو ستراكشر للديبارتمنت تحدد متى اوقات الدوام وخلصنا. اوكي continue.
Okay, so is this clear, brothers, or should I give another example?
No, it is clear.
Okay, brothers. Okay. So after that we have the employee dependence. The weekend structure is clear. After that we have the employee dependence. So let me define what is exactly the employee dependence. Let's have an example. Our one employee is Hassan and his dependents are his wife and his 2 childs. So these 3 are his dependents, right? Because they are depending on this. We can create just like this procedure. Okay, so we can also add the name as which can be Mrs. XYZ, and it can be the female, age, the passport number or the ID number. You can add the number as well. This is just the information of the dependents. We will add these dependents to our employee, and we will see our employee is having 2 dependents, 3 dependents, or 4 dependents of his family. Because as you know, some of the companies give the more allowances to his employee because he has more dependents. He has a big family, more dependents, So the company give him some allowances and some funds as well.
Okay, clear. Yes.
So we can we can add all the family members or all the departments, all the dependents. They are dependent on our employee. So we can add the information, the name as well. He is a son, his father, he is his daughter, any. So we can add. All right.
Yes.
All right. So after that, we have another option, which is leave type. All right. We will go to the leave type option. And this is also a very simple form. Just we need to have the leave type. As you can see, leave can be sick leave, leave can be urgent leave can be annual leave. All right. So it can be injury leave as well. All right, brothers. You can define the leave types that you can you think that it can be.
Very good. Clear.
Okay, brothers. So our next option is the public holidays. All right, brothers. Our leave type is clear. Now we have the public holidays. So as I have added, just like the Kashmir Celebration Day, you can create your own public holiday as well. You can just add the title of the holiday for Eid, add a description as well, greeting from the company, and you can also add the date, from which date to which date these holidays are applicable, right? And these holidays will not affect the salary of our employee, because as you know, this is public holiday. Right, brothers?
لو غاب الموظف فيها ما يحسب له خصم. نجينا بعدين نسجل ايام ونربطه بنظام حضور وانصراف وبصمه، اوتوماتيك اللي يجي يطلع الرواتب يدري بين اليومين هذه، بين التاريخين ما يخصم عليها اي حاجه. يكون رابط مع البصمه ولا نقدر نربطه ان شاء الله مع البصمه. ايه نقدر.
Continue, Hassan.
Okay, brothers. So we can define the public holidays. We can also see our calendar for the whole year, and we can add the public holidays in our system for the very first day of the year. Is that clear, brothers? Okay, so let's head towards the contract. Now it's time to make a contract of our employee. As we have created the employee, but right now we have not signed or we have not created any contract with that employee. Our employee is just registered with us, but not with any contract. So we can go to the contract option. As you can see, we have contracted with our 502 employees. Let me show you my previous 2 employees that I have contracted with. This is Hassan, and let's have an example. We have added the basic salary of the employee, this employee. All right. The deductions and the allowances will be according to the basic salary of this employee that we have added. So this is 15,000. This is the starting date of the working of this employee. It's mean that from the 1st of the January 2021, Hassan started working for the company. All right, and this is the to date. It means that this is the contract ending date. All right, brothers. And this is the working schedule hour per day. It means that how many hours Hassan will work per day. I have added 8 hours. And this is the trial start date. It means that some of the companies hire its employees on a trial. For example, for 20 days trial, for 1 week trial, for 30 days trial. And between the trial date, let's have an example from the 1st of the February and he joined from the 1st of the February. And the trial end date is the 10th of the February. It means that company has hired Hassan employee and his first 10 days are trial days. And the trial days will not include the salary. Right, brothers?
Yes.
Okay, and it is the contract type. It is a contract with this person of the employee, if he is a permanent employee, or he is an internee. We can also add these 3 options because these are the most likely used options. So we will add the contract, and this is the weekend structure. All right, brothers, as we discussed before these 2 forms, I explained the weekend structure. So Hassan will follow the weekend structure, the Riyadh company weekends. All right? And in Riyadh company weekend structure, holidays will be applicable to his employee according to the weekend structure. He will follow the weekend structure. And after that, we have these 4 options. Auto renewal. If you will make it like this, yes, it means that his contract will be end on 31st of December 2021. And his contract will be automatically renewed. You no need to create another contract. His contract will be automatically renewed. And if you do not want to renew his contract automatically, you do not need to add like this. After that, we have the overtime allowance. Some of the companies do not allow some of the employees to work for overtime, and some of the employees are allowed to do the overtime work. So if you want to allow this employee for the overtime, you can make it like yes. And after that, this is the late hours reduction. When we will go to the attendance portion, so brothers, you will see the deduction of the late hours as well, and the deduction from the salary. So if you will make it like yes, so it means that he will come late. So the late hours deductions will be applied to his salary. Right, brothers?
Yes, right.
And this is the accreditation leave limit. It means that, for example, one company is giving 30 days of the leave per year. Okay, brothers?
Okay.
So it means that the accreditation leave limit, 30 days of 1 year, it means 2.5 days per month. He can only take leave 2.5 days leave, or it can be 2 days leave per month. Brothers, any question till now?
Again.
Okay. So accreditation leave limit means that he can if you will make it like yes, it's mean that if you have given 30 days of leave, means you have given this employee Hassan that you can have 30 leaves per year. So if it is like this, yes, it's mean that he cannot take leaves more than his monthly leaves. If he is allowed 2 leaves per month, and if he is trying to take 3 leaves, so the third one will be counted as absent. All right, brothers?
When do you define the number of leaves?
The number of leaves, yes, we will define it in the next month. I will show you that, brothers.
Okay.
It is just the restriction that if he is allowed for the leave limit accreditation or not. Right, brothers? And the next option is the overtime. All right. So this is the overtime ratio, which is the 1.5. It's mean that if he is getting 10 riyals per hour, so he will get at overtime 10 multiplied by 1.5, then he will get 15 riyals per hour. Any questions, brother?
1.50. What's the meaning 1.50, Mr. Hassan?
It means that, for example, he is working 8 hours per day.
Yes, it's clear.
It's clear, Mr. Hassan. Thank you.
Okay. So now it's time to clear this option, which is the accreditation leave limit. This is the leave entitled. Leave entitled, as you all know, brothers, it's mean that leave going to give our this employee. So we are going to assign him leaves. That how many leaves he is allowed to do. Annually, annually the leaves are these are options, the calculation, the accrued, and the entitled. Right, brothers? So you can also check them as well. This yes and no options. And the second one is the annual leave, which is the year. And this is the calculation. It means that it will be calculated from your salary or not. If are exceeded from the given leaves, it means that 30 leaves are given and you have taken 31 leaves. So it will be calculated from your salary, it will be deducted from your salary or not. Question, brothers?
Yes.
Okay. And is accrued means that if he has means if he has given the 30 days of the entitled leaves and he is getting the 31 or 32 leaves as well. So same as the calculation, the accrued will be calculated per month. And after that, we have an option which is entitled. Entitled means
no, the accrued.
yes, brother.
Explain accrued again.
Okay, so accrued means that if you have created it like this, if it is like this, no, so it means that he will not, the calculation of the leaves will not be applicable to his salary. Means the cumulative calculation of the month of the leaves, the above leaves, means he is given 30 leaves and he has he has done with 35 days of leave.
So in this case, the 5 days, the extra 5 days, how the system will deal with it?
The accrued will be applicable at the time of, you can say, in the sick leaves, just like the sick leaves. So we cannot calculate it from his salary. We say that it can be emergency. So accrued leaves are the emergency leaves.
Okay.
Inshallah, in the next other forms, when we will create the salary. So inshallah, all brothers will understand it more quickly.
Okay.
Okay, so accrued is applicable. It's in the emergency leaves. You can say emergency leaves. So the emergency leaves, as you know, that it cannot be calculated just like this other leaves calculation on the salary. All right, so you can make it accrued or you cannot make it accrued. It's up to you, brothers. If it is like this, it's mean that if he is getting the emergency leaves, it will be calculated, it will be deducted. If it is like this, it's mean that it will not be deducted from his salary if he is getting the emergency leaves as well. Okay, brothers?
Yes.
And after that, this is the entitled. Entitled means how many leaves are given by the company to this employee per year, because the contract is per year, right? This is the from and to. This is the 1 year contract, and during the 1 year contract, he is entitled with 30 days of leave. This is the annually 30 days of leave he can take. This is the leave due completion of. It's mean that employee Hassan has joined on 1st of February 2021, and after 1 day he cannot say that I want 30 days of leave or I want 2 days of leaves. So company has set 30 days of completion. You can also add 50, you can also add 100, so it's up to you. So company will set 30 days. After the 30 days of complete work, without any leave, without any holiday, rather than the public holiday. So after the 30 days of complete work, he will be eligible to take the leave days. Right, brothers?
He can take the complete 30 days or a percentage or what?
30 days of the work. It is including the holidays of the work of the just like the Friday is the normal holiday. So it is included in it. It's mean that 30 days.
Some companies will allow you to take only days equivalent to what you already work. For example, if you have a 30 days per year, after completing 2 months, you are entitled to take, let's say, 5 days or 4 days. You are not entitled to take the 30 days complete.
Yes, exactly. This is right, because as you know, when we hire any employee, so we cannot allow him to take holidays after 1 week or after 2 days. So minimum we hire them for 30 days. We allow them to make holidays after minimum after 30 days.
Yes, but how much he can take after 30 days? Can he take full vacation?
Yes, brother. Let's come back to this option again. This is the accreditation leave limit. I will show you the working of the accreditation leave limit with the working of the leave due completion and the entitled. If it is yes, it's mean that after 30 days of completion of the job working, he will be applicable to take leaves, but not the total 30 days of leave. If it is yes, it's mean that 30 days of leaves will be divided to 12 months. All right. And each month will have the holiday percentage, and 1 month will have the percentage. It will be 2.5 days or 2.6 days per month.
Very good. واضح يا شباب.
30 يوم هذه ما يحق الموظف انه يبدا يستهلك من اجازته الا انه عدى 30 يوم من توظيفه. هل تقدر تعدلها 60 واذا ضغطت هنا معناته انه بعد 30 يوم كم يحق له؟ ما يقدر يجي يقول باخذ 30 يوم اجازه كامله، يحق له جزء مساوي من عمله في الشهر هذا.
انا ودي احمد تنتبه بزياده، لانه بتدخل معلوماتنا كلها وتصير تدير المساله.
محتاج انك، هذه مهمه جدا، لا تحتاج انك تترجم هذه للعربي الان. يعني هم الان بيترجمونها بجوجل، اكيد الترجمه راح تكون كويسه. ركز معنا على اساس انك تتاكد انه تفهمها. تحتاج تترجم هذه كلها بالعربي صراحه. تمام حسن.
Okay, brothers. So till now, any other question, brothers, you can ask me.
يبي يضبطها احمد لنا ان شاء الله. Okay, continue, brother.
Okay, brothers. So this is the vacation term frequency. For example, brothers, Hassan's contract was ending to the 31st of December 2021, and he has not taken any leave. He is a regular employee. He has not taken any leave. All right. So we think that where his leaves will go. So we have two options, which can be leave can forward and leave lapses. If it is leave can forward, we will add this functionality as well, that it will be automatically it will be to 0. Okay, leave can forward means that if he is a regular employee, he has not taken any of the 30 leaves, so 30 leaves will be added to his next contract. All right.
Yes.
The leaves will go to the forward, to his next contract. And if we make it leave lapses, so it's mean that we have to give the days. It's mean that we are going to give 180 days, and it's mean that after the completion of his contract and after the completion of contract of the 180 days, he is allowed to take these 30 leaves. After 180 days, the leaves will be expired, or after 50 days, his 30 leaves of the previous year will be expired.
And the previous option, it will allow him to take it completely.
Yes. And it can be leave can forward to his next contract. 30 will be added to his next contract.
وضحها مسلمات.
هذه يا شباب الان يعني يعطيك انه حقيقه انك ترحل الاجازات. يعني مثلا ما اخذت اجازه خلال السنه 30 يوم، السنه الجايه هنا السيستم عندك فلكسبيتي انه يا اما انك ترحل الاجازه بالكامل 30 يوم، ولا يقول لك انه خلال فتره معينه تحددها هنا في الخيار هذا، وبعد 80 يوم 180 يوم من بدايه السنه الجايه اذا ما استهلكت ال 30 يوم حقتك هذه خلاص اكسباير، ما تقدر تاخذ.
فلوس.
لا حسب نظام الشركه، ممكن الشركه تقول لك لا ما في فلوس تروح، بالتالي النظام مرن حسب اللي تبي تروحون له، فعندنا مرونه كامله.
وهذا ممتاز، ترى هذا موجود بالشركات الكبيره، نظام فلكسبيتي هذا.
اوكي continue.
Okay, brother. So any question?
There is one question here from Abdul. Is there a way to, for example, is it in the system to compensate days into money or something like this?
Compensate days into salary?
Salary, yeah, money, yes. Let's say, for example, if the employee, he doesn't want to take vacation, and some companies are doing it. If you do not take vacation, they will compensate you with money. Is it embedded in the system, built into the system?
Okay, inshallah. I don't think it is a big functionality. We will add that as well in our system. With this vacation term frequency, we will add another option that you can take the money for your holidays, for your remaining leaves. You can take the money. Okay, brothers.
Yes.
Okay, so let's head towards another form, and now our contract is ready with this employee, which is Hassan, and now we have the option which is the custody. Okay, first we created our assets like this, and now as you know, brothers, we give these assets, some of the assets just like the cars or laptops or computers, we give them to our employees. Okay, So we will give it these some of these assets in the custody of our some of the employees. So as you know, this is Hassan, and we are going to preview it. And you can say, I have, this is the asset type that we have defined. I selected it as laptop. This is the laptops at this date. And on this is the starting date and the ending date. At this day, the company gave the laptop, which is occupied by Hassan. We gave the laptop because he was requested for the laptop. We give the laptop to Hassan, and after 6 months, he will return it back to our company.
Hassan, one question here. How
Yes,
to identify what assets to what employee? For example, do we have, can we add, for example, the laptop barcode or laptop ID to the customer? Because here we're saying just a laptop. Usually, they link it to the laptop identification barcode or something. Serial barcode.
Okay, brother. Actually, here you can see we have the remarks option. We can add the laptop barcode or laptop model number as well here. We are just giving this laptop to our employee, company's employee. He is not our customer, he is our employee. We can give him any asset.
Yeah, clear. But assume a company with 100 employees with different brand of laptops, with different functionality, with different prices for the laptops. So each laptop should be assigned directly to one employee who should be responsible about it. So that we need to identify this laptop specifically to that employee.
Okay, brother. As you know, when we purchase the laptops or systems in bulk quantity, so most of them have the same barcode. Most of them having the same models. So at that time, it will be very difficult for us to categorize of that which employee is using which laptop.
As a simple implementation, we can use a remark to add whatever no. But assume that the employee has multiple assets. It will be good, but this is for the future, to add some way to identify this asset. Usually companies, they print their own barcode to their own assets, so they can identify it clearly.
Okay, no problem. Then inshallah ta'ala, it will be added to our finance portion as well. No problem. Yeah. HR is also handling it as a asset, right, brothers? And we will try to add here an option to upload the document.
We have here, yeah, Hassan, we have the asset type that we already defined in the assets. Okay. Right. Then we have the asset name. For example, if the asset type is laptop, we can add here in the asset name or the barcode or in the remark.
Serial number.
Serial number.
So,
okay, we can add that in the remarks as well, brothers.
It is okay. It will be inshallah managed.
And one point is another. I don't know you brothers will like this point or not. I have another point in on my mind that we will try to add here a plus button. And when we will click on that plus button, we can upload the box picture of or the barcode picture of the laptop.
Excellent. Yes.
That it will at the time of return or at the time of giving, we can upload the receipt or any picture of the laptop.
Good idea.
Okay, brothers. So let's head towards the next form. Is it clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so now we have completed with contract, we have completed with employer, we have completed with the custody, and here we have the notices.
إدارة العهد اللي قبل شوي. تمام. فعندنا الآن إدارة الأصول الثابتة موجود بشكل يعني جزئي، موجود عندنا إدارة العهد، كل العهد اللي تسلم للموظفين. بالضبط. Okay, great يا حسن. Continue.
Okay, so after that we have this option which is the notices. All right, brothers. So in notices, we can create any type of notice to all of our employees. We can just create it and we can make a print of it as well. we can just create it. And also if we are going to give it to our all the branches, we can say that this like all branches, these are all the branches, these are the departments of these branches. We can click on it, we can click on it like this, and we will also click on all the employees. You can say it will be applicable to all the employees, and we will add the title and we will add the description as well. So right now the printing functionality has not been implemented, but inshallah soon we will add the printing functionality and the notices will be printed for our employees. All right, brothers?
Okay. We like to print any notice. Okay.
Yeah, it can be any notice of your company, any notice. All right, and we are completed with our employee dependents.
Can we add send email?
Send email.
Yes, if we add a note and select multiple employees, click send or print.
Okay, so you are saying that in the notices we have to add the functionality of the email. We just need to add the title and the description, and we have to send it as an email, right, brother?
Let us not add, just suggestion. Just take note, not add.
Okay, we will inshallah think about it, and we will inshallah discuss about this point.
Yes, we do not want really to update anything unless it is coming from customer.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay, this is better because we have, mashallah, very good now HR system. Let us, inshallah, make sure it's working without bugs.
Okay, brother, no problem. Okay, so here we have now, which is leave. And as you know, there, so Hamza, there is Hamza. This is the employee Hamza, this is the Hassan, and this is the date from and date to. So this form of the leave will show you the leave of the employees. This employee take leave from 1 of the February to 3rd of the February, and this duration is 3. All right, let's show you this. This is the current leave balance. It's mean that 50 leaves were entitled to this employee 1, and from the 1st of February to 3rd of February he take leaves, right? And the duration, as you know, it is 3 days of the duration. So this is the leave form. You can also create a new one. You can also add the employee, and after that you can also apply the leave type as well, which can be any injury leave, sick leave, urgent leave, annual leave, which we have added. So it is very easy. And this is Hassan, and we have added the annual leave. As I showed you all, brothers, that I added the 30 entitled leaves, which is the current leave balance. All right, and he has taken 3 leaves, 3 days from 10th of January to 12th of January, 10, 11, and 12. And the accreditation leave balance, as I showed the accreditation leave, I told all brothers that the total leaves will be divided to 12 months, or the total months of the contract. So for 1 month, the number of leaves will be divided to all the months, and 2.26 now is the accreditation leaves. It's mean that Hassan can take 2.26 leaves per month. Above 2.26 leaves, he will be deducted. It will be deducted from his salary if we have given the deduction from his account. So it will be deducted from his salary. And this is the current leaves expire. As we have added the functionality, as I showed the leave lapses. So brothers, this is the current leaves expire on this day, 29th of June 2022. These leaves will be expired because this is the first contract. There is no all leave balance. There is no accreditation leaves, right, brothers? Yes. And there is no total taken leaves because this is the first leave that he is going to take. And there is no eligible to take leaves because, as you know, he is getting the first time leaves. So all options are, alhamdulillah, available in our HR.
30 أيام هذه تنخصم من 30 يوم السنوية.
اكيد.
ليش ما مثلا ما طلعش من باقي الا 27 يوم؟
شوفها فوق على اليسار الكرنت ليف بالانس الرصيد حقه.
30 يوم.
30
هو اخذ 3 ايام.
ليش ما يصير 27؟
هذا شوف الليف داتا اول حق كرنت ليف.
What is the duration here, Hassan? 3.
Duration, this duration?
Yes.
Yes, you can see that, brothers, from date and to date has 3 days between. So this is a duration. He is taking leaves for 3 days.
The question here, why the current leaves balance is still 30? Because the date didn't come yet, haven't come yet.
Yes, your question is, brother, 100% right. But this, when we were creating the first time leaves for this employee is getting the leaves for the very first time. So his first time balance was 30. The next time when we will create the leaves, so the current balance will be 27.
يعني عقب ما يستهلك الجهاز وياخذ اجازه ياخذ اجازه يطلع البالانس 27. Good, Hassan. Carry on, please.
Let's see, brothers. Let me show you. This is Hassan, and leave is can be this leave. He is taking from the 15th, and he is taking to 17th. So you can see the current leave balance is now 27 because before that he has taken 3 leaves.
Very good, Mr. Hassan.
But if he tried, let's say, to take more than his balance, what will occur?
Sorry, brothers, your voice is not clear.
I'm saying, let's say he's trying to take 60 days. Let us try that he's trying to take 60 days, whereas balance is only 30. What will happen?
Okay, let's try this for the 60 days, and the salary will be deducted for the 60 days as per applicable, just like this. This is the accreditation leave balance, 46.45. It's mean that minus 46.45, that if he will come regularly 46.4 days, he will come to office regularly for 8 hours, he will not be paid.
But why the system allows to do that?
Vacation cannot be more than the balance. As well, we have the notice as well.
Right, very good.
And if it is in minus, just like 1 minus or 2 minus, so it's mean that he is going in minus of the leave days. He is getting more than the leaves that he has entitled.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, brothers. So our employee dependents and our employee info, the contract, the notices, the custody is clear. So now we are going head towards the employee expenses. So here you can see we have different type of expenses in any of the company. So it can be the client visit, it can be the travel. Most likely we have 3 or 4 or 5 types of expenses. Most likely it can be 10 or 20 as well, but most likely we have 4 or 5 expenses as well. First, which is the most important expense of all, almost all companies are following this expense type, which is the travel training expense. We have created a new tab for the travel training expense. We can create it as a new one. Okay, so which employee or which department is going for the travel training expense? The IT department is going to the travel training expense, and when I will click on the IT, you can see I can see the designations of the. I can also click on all one. I can click on SQA only Hassan, senior Hamza, and all one, and all as well. And I have to click on this as well. On which employees this expense is applicable on, and it's mean that which employee is going to take this expense, because they are going to the travel, they are going to train the customer or train any client, so they will get the expense as well. So this is the trip number. It will be generated by the system. This is the travel type. It is the official or others, or most likely it will be official. And from which date to which date this travel is going to be done. And let's see that this is from the 13th of the February, from the 19th of the February. Description can be any. The date of the creation of this document. This is that date of the document. It can be the country, to which country they are flying towards. If they are going to the Turkey, we can also add the city name, which can be any, which can be Istanbul. And it can be the execution month, on which month it will be applied. For example, they are going in the February, and company want to give them in the March, so you can also click on the March as well. So I am now going to click on the February, and this is the execution. This is the execution month, and this is the execution year. Most of the companies do not give their employees their expenses at the running year. They say that we will give you the travel expenses in the next year. Okay, so it can be also applicable in our system. So I am going to add the same month and the same year, execution year. And also we have the functionality. You will add the travel expense as well, the air ticket number, from which country to which country, the departure date, the return date, the number of tickets, how many tickets you had, the total amount of the ticket, is payroll or comments. It's payroll. If it is like this, it means that it will be added to the salary of the employee, which is these two employees. So if it is like this, it means that they will be given this travel expense by their salaries as well. They will receive this expense in their salaries as well. All right, brothers, these are all the major functionalities. When we will perform it by our own hands, we will understand it more good. You all brothers will perform this by your own hand by making the scenarios, so you will understand it more good. All right, brothers?
Very good, Hassan.
Now also add the comments as well.
One question, Hassan.
Yes,
Are you done now?
If you have any question yet, please ask me. No problem.
No, but are you done? You still need to explain something, or that's it?
We have remaining 4 or 5 forms. Maybe it will take 45 minutes or 1 hour. If you say that, we can also continue it in the next morning.
Let us continue. تبونا الحين نكمل ولو 20 دقيقة وبعدين نقف.
Can you do it in 20 minutes, Hassan?
Okay.
Later on, we'll need more. The team will need more specific.
Okay, brother. So now I will try to explain some major functionalities of the system to remind you all brothers that this is functionalities we have, and inshallah, when you all brothers will perform it by your own hands, you will get it better than the session, right, brothers?
Yes.
So let me tell the major functionalities that we have in our HR. And it can also be added as the other expenses. If the travel expenses, as you know, there is no only the travel expense, we can also eat the food, we can also have the stationery, we can also have the office rent, the client visits, the lunch there with the client. So we can also add that as well. And also we can add that as is payroll. Okay, brothers? Okay, so now we have the attendance as well. In attendance, I want to tell you all brothers that inshallah ta'ala, if you brothers will say that we want to connect the HR system attendance with the biometric machine, so we will attach that as well.
Is it ready now, Hassan?
Yeah, attendance is ready, but if you brothers will say that we want to connect it with the biometric machine, we will attach it. From the back end, it is ready.
Hassan, if you want to connect it now, is it ready?
Yes, alhamdulillah, it is ready. But when you will say that we want to connect it, we will connect it. Inshallah, from the back end, it is ready.
integration مع الجهاز. لازم نوع الجهاز. لازم زد كي عشان يسوون integration معه.
So if we have one biometric machine now in the office, what do you need to do to connect it?
Actually, I have to talk with my technical team for the whole integration with the biometric machine, because as you know that we have to connect it from the back end. So I need the technical team for this working.
Right, but this is very important. Yeah.
Yes, inshallah, as I discussed with you all brothers, that it is not a problem for us, that alhamdulillah we have make it ready from the back, and we will just need some little time to connect it, only a little time.
We will buy a famous biometric machine, inshallah, ZK, and we will give you the serial number and the product number for that product, and let us start connecting this to our attendance system, and we will inshallah generalize to all customers.
Okay, inshallah brothers. And just I want to tell you that there is an attendance system, and you can create a new one for the all day if you want to mark the attendance for this Riyadh branch 1, the IT department, the SQA engineer, and the senior software engineer. Also, you can choose the Excel file as well, just like this format. If you will make the Excel file of the same format and you will upload it here, so the you can say that the attendance will be applied just like this, and this. So this is the date of the attendance, and if you will choose the file of the Excel of the same format of this, some of the company, as you know, mark their attendance on the Excel file and just they upload on the software and the attendance marked out, right? So you can also make that attendance file on the Excel sheet, and you just need to upload it here, and the attendance will be marked. Also, after that, you can also see that there we have the employee and all the departments for the attendance. So it is very easy to mark the attendance for that. And you can also add the date of which date this attendance is going to be held. So this is the old attendance that we have marked from the of the day of the 2nd of the January 2021. The first 1 day attendance it was, and 1 hour was in positive. It's mean that he has worked overtime 1 hour. And if it is -3, it's mean that he was 3 hours late, or he was leaving the office before 3 hours of his before his 8 hours. He leave the office. He leave the office after 5 hours of working. All right, brothers. When it is minus, it's mean that 3 hours are short on his attendance. All right. All right. And now we have the payroll generator, the allowance structure, the deduction structure, the payroll details, the asset entry, the employee directory. The first one, which is very interesting, as the previous vendor directory, sales agent dashboard, or our buyer directory. So we have employee directory as well. This is the employee directory. Yes, brother?
Did we see the asset entry?
Yes, sure, we can. This is the asset entry.
Yes.
And you can see that this is all the assets names, the asset types, and their status as well. You can also add that here. Just this is the asset name, and you can change it just like asset name, which can be the laptop. The status is damaged, and you can also add the special notes as well. You can also add the files of the receipts of the entry, just like you are, for example, you are creating for the laptops. You purchased laptops for your employees.
Yes.
This is the type, which is the laptop. This is the date, on which date you are going to create this document of the assets entry. This is the status, because you know this is free. Free means that they are not occupied by any of the employee, right? Because we are going to enter it. Before going to enter, this is free. Free means no one has occupied this.
Great.
All right, and as you know, when we are going to enter it as an asset entry, it cannot be occupied. It can be damaged or it can be free. We will make it as a free status, because after assets entry, we will give it to our clients. We will give it to our employees, not to our clients. We will give to our employees. Okay, and we can also add the description. Any of the description can be anything. And you can add the special notes that the battery has 7 hours of backup. So the notes can be any. All right. And also, if you want to upload the receipt of the purchase or any uploaded document of the user's manual or anything, so you can also upload that by this and choose a file. You can add that as well.
MashaAllah, very good. Okay, continue.
Okay, brothers, and this is the ASUS entry, and it is completed now. And now we will discuss about the payroll generator and the payroll details. Payroll generator, what is the payroll generator exactly? It is generating the pay. It is generating the salaries of our employees. So I want to generate the salaries of Riyadh branch 1, all the employees of the department. This is the Riyadh branch 1, all the departments, all the employees. I want to generate the salaries for all of them. So I will add the execution month on which month this salary is going to be created. I am going to create the salary for the February. This is the execution year. This can be the 21. It can be the from which date the salary will be calculated according to the hours. This is the 28th of the February. This is the payment mode. On which payment mode we are going to give our employees a salary. We're going to give it by our cash, and after that we have this. So by salary by monthly salary or salary by parts, we have these two options only. So monthly salary means that we are going to give them for the 30 days of the salary. Most of the companies hire the employees for, let's have an example, Hassan has joined on the date of the 27th of January. Company will say you can work for 3 days free, and after the first of the February your salary will be counted. So it will be like monthly salary. And if it is like you can say they joined for the 1st of the February and they are going to they joined on 20th of the February, and now the month is going to be end. So this is the monthly this is the salary by parts, because they joined on 20th of the February, and also they cannot work 8 days for free. So company will give them the salary of 8 days. So it will be like salary by parts. Also, we have the allowances and deductions. After this salary generation, the payroll generation, after this I will tell you the last option, which can be the allowances and deductions only. So this is the monthly allowances and deductions as well, and it's mean that allowances and deductions are applied to their monthly salary or once or yearly. So we are just going to make it monthly because we are giving them the monthly salary. We are going to create it as a monthly one only. All right, brothers. And here we have a lot of options. Most of them are not in use, or most likely in the most of the companies. So you can click on the travel expense, which is most likely used, and the overtime as well. Loan can also be, but most likely options are travel expenses and the overtime. It's mean that overtime, the overtime money will be given to him by his salary. Yes. If it is not, it's mean that the overtime we will given to him to directly. It's mean that if the overtime money was 50 riyals or 100 riyals, he will be given the 100 riyals of the overtime directly to his hand of the cash. But if it is like this, it's mean that it will be added to his salary. And if it is like travel expenses, it's mean that the travel expenses will be given to him by his salary. The travel expenses will be added to his salary. All right, brothers?
Yes.
And here we have the absent option. If it is like this, it means that the absence days will be deducted from his salary by the month, right?
Yes.
All right. So let me show you. And when you will make save, the salary will be generated. Let me show you the salaries I have created. This is the payroll details. I have created these salaries. For example, I'm going to see the SQA salary. So you can see that I added the allowances and deductions as month. All right. This is the housing allowance. This is the GOSI. This is the monthly salary. So as you remember, I added 15,000 as the monthly salary of Hassan.
Yes.
Remember, brothers? And this is the lunch deduction. I will show you this lunch deduction. Some of the companies ask their employees that if you want to take the lunch facility, you have to pay us for the month only 1,000. So 1,000 will be deducted from his salary after every month. All right, and you can also see the accounting of that. As you can see, all the accounts, just like our ERP, all the accounts and their debit and credit values are available. We have just added the random accounts here. You can also set the accounts as per your own, you can say as per your own need. And these accounts are coming from our chart of accounts. And we have to set these accounts here in payroll posting setup, which is this payroll posting setup, just like the purchase posting setup, just like the sales posting setup. We need to add the payroll posting setup as well. All right, brother. This is the branch. This is our Riyadh branch 1, and you can add all the accounts, just like the cash. So every branch has, as you know, different charts of accounts and different debit and credit accounts. So you can add the net salary which will be debited or credited to which account. Allowances will be debited or credited to which account. The deductions will be debited or credited to which account. Expenses and taxes will be debited and credited to which account. So this is up to you or up to the user which is using the HR. Just he has to set the accounts for his according to the branches. He just needs to add the accounts according to the branches and according to the payment method. All right, brothers, any questions till now?
Yes, when it will be available, when we can use it.
Okay, brothers. I think that after 1 or 2 days, it is ready. Alhamdulillah, it is ready. But as I told that most only small touch-ups, just like the strings. All
Yes.
right, brothers. So we need only 1 day. But I will give the link. I will give the password and ID to you, brothers. You can use it. You can test it, and you can understand it.
No, I mean when we can use it in our office. For example, this Monday, next Monday, can we use it? Next Tuesday, when do you think?
I think before the next Monday, you will be able to use it, and inshallah, and when I will in the morning, I will contact with my technical team. I will talk with them. I will make an update that I will tell you the status that inshallah you can implement it in your office. I will try to make it as soon as possible that you can implement it into your office.
Yes, Hassan.
Yes, brother.
When because there were disconnection. When can we use it, inshallah, in our office? When can we see it live and say to customers it's ready now?
Brother, as I told that I just need 1 or 2 days to just give it to some small touch-ups. And in your office, if you say that you want to use it in your office, so alhamdulillah, it is ready. And before the next Monday, inshallah, we will try to give it 100%, and you will be able to implement it in your office before the next Monday. It can be very soon as well. I just need my team to implement.
Translation.
Yes, brother. Let's try it in the Arabic translation.
I mean, can we have the words and deliver it to Ahmed so that he translate a well-meaning translation?
Let us see what you have now.
Okay. If you see that there is any problem in the Arabic translations and other forms, so you can tell us. We will add them as well. No problem for that. You can see here. You see, brothers, all the translations and the Arabic are added in the HR. And if you see, brothers, here's an example. Yes, brother.
Clearly, it is a Google. Yes. Let us please give it to Ahmed, and Ahmed will do all the corrections.
Okay, brother, I will deliver the ID, password, and the link to you, brothers. You can check if there is any Arabic translation problem.
Okay. Can we give it tomorrow to Ahmed because he has a free time tomorrow?
Okay, you can give it to Ahmad as well. I will deliver it. I will deliver the ID, password, and the link in the group. You can deliver it to Ahmad as well. No problem.
And we can update it directly or how?
Sorry, the voice was not clear.
We can update the translation.
Okay, if you want to update the translations, right? You are saying this?
Yes.
Okay, you can update the translations, no problem. You just need to tell us that we have updated all the translations. We will make a backup of that.
ارسل لهم احسن.
ليش؟
لان احنا نسوي زمان كنا نسوي ابديت من هنا ما يعدلوا ولا شيء، يظل اليوزر بس معدل، بقية اليوزرات ما تعدل. فإلا مثلا معلقون الموظف انا بسويها بعدلها الان اخليها الموظفون مثلا ترجمها حقا. اليوزر الثاني ما يكون شيء ولا هم ياخذون
مسؤوليتهم.
انا اقصد يعني فايل باكسل
يعدلها على حساب واحد وهم يعممونها على كل الحساب.
إذا عدلها على حساب يقدر يحطها بالداتابيس ويتعدل.
Okay, please don't send it in the group. Send it as a private message to Ahmed because he will be responsible to update all the translations.
Okay, I will send it to brother Ahmad, and inshallah ta'ala, he will update us regarding the translations. I will send him in the private message.
Brother Hassan, Jazakallah khair. Very informative lecture from your side. As always, you are a hero. MashaAllah.
And excellent.
Thank you very much, brother, for your appreciation. I really thank you all for this.
And just greeting to all the team who worked on this version. Jazakumullah khair.
Thank you very much, brother. Just one or two options are remaining if you want me to explain it more, so we can discuss it. And if you want to explore it by yourself, so you can.
We can continue tomorrow, Hassan.
Okay, inshallah. We have just remaining options are deduction category, allowance category, allowance structure, and deduction structure. These four options